Hi, how's it going? So today I'm going to film what my fourth grader read so far this school year. So basically we started the school year August 1st. So this is everything she's read from August, in the month of August, September, October, November. And I'm filming this at the end of November, but her reading is going to slow down in December. I'm not going to, be doing homeschool probably the week of Christmas very much, if at all. And so this is going to be pretty much what she's read the first part of the school year. Okay, so it's mostly middle grade fiction. Let me just go ahead and get started. Tailspinner Saving Fable. Okay, so this is middle grade and it's approximately, it's approximately 364 pages. And it is about Indira has been a character in waiting her entire life, but when she's finally chosen to study at the Land of Fable's renowned protagonist preparatory, her dreams of becoming a hero don't exactly go as planned. This is fantasy. She really liked it. So all of these books she really liked. Yeah. Okay, so this is The Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place, The Mysterious Howling. This is book 1, and this is by Mary Rose Wood. So this book, I did a whole video on my channel if you want to check that out. I read the entire series and I loved it, and then she's on book 1. She really loved it. It's a mystery. It's kind of like Jane Eyre meets, I wouldn't say like Sherlock Holmes, but it kind of has a mystery, a really cool element, and it's very quirky. It also has cool illustrations by John Klassen in the first 3 books. And then there's another illustrator in the rest of them. But it's about a governess, and she takes care of these 3 kids. I really recommend this book series. They make good read alouds and independent reads. And I would say this is middle grade. And it is let's see how many pages. It's 267 pages, and yeah, she really liked it. Here's a series by Stuart Gibbs. This is the Fun Jungle series. She read a bunch of these, and I'm not sure how many they have in the series, but these are like mystery, and he has a bunch of different cool series. This is the animal ones. He has like a space series. He has a spy series, and so yeah, so these are focused on animals, and she really enjoys them. And these are also middle grade, and they're like approximately 339 pages. Yeah, approximately like 300, same thing, about. She really enjoys these, and oh yeah, here's some of the other ones. I'm not sure what numbers these are. This is book 3 in the series, and this is book 4, she says. So hopefully that's correct, and I'll link them, but she definitely loves this series. Okay, so now I have a bunch of fantasy. Okay, so some of those she loves fantasy. So this is Curse of the Night Witch by Alex Astor. So this is 12-year-old Tor Luna was born to be the future leader of his village, but he hates his leadership emblem and is determined to choose a new path for himself. On the annual New Year's Eve celebration, Tor wishes for a different emblem and future. And yeah, so this one, let's see, I think this one might have, has like some, not really illustrations, but has some like stories within the book. And she really liked this one. This is the first in the series, and it's, let's see, it is approximately 330 something pages, and she already wants to read book 2. Yeah, so she really liked this one. And then here's a classic, well, modern classic, I guess you would say, The Hobbit. So we bought her the set of these, and this is the first one she read, and she is interested to go on and read The Lord of the Rings. So yeah, so she read The Hobbit, and she liked it. She actually didn't like it at first. It was kind of like a slow start for her, and then she got way more into it as she continued to read it. This book we actually just found randomly at a thrift store. It's called Upside Down Magic. It's like co-written by 3 different authors, Scholastics the printer, and it has to do with magic, a magic school, upside down magic class. The students learn lessons are unpredictable, and magic has a tendency to turn wonky at the best possible moments. So this one is kind of chapter bookish. I don't know if you would call it middle grade. The font is larger, and it is, let's see, it's like almost 200 pages. And she's interested to read book 2. And she really liked it. Okay, and then Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer. This is book 1 in the series. So this book is very much fantasy, and it deals with fairies, trolls, and yeah. So she really liked this book. Let's see. This is very much middle grade. And let's see how many pages it has. I don't know why I'm saying the pages. I usually don't, but I mean, for me as an adult, I don't really care about the pages. Some kids do, some kids don't. She really doesn't, but I don't know. I thought it'd be a fun thing to add. I don't know. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. So here we go. 268. So, yeah, she really liked it. And she wants to read book 2. So besides Keeper of the Lost Cities and Wings of Fire, this is probably her top 3 book series that she's read ever. So these are the 7 Wonders series. So we have 1 through 4. And this is very much also fantasy. So it's about a little boy protagonist, and he has a group of friends, and they have to find these 7 wonders. It has like a few illustrations. Let's see, and it has like other details. Let's see. So I'm assuming they have 7 in the set since it's the 7 wonders, and it's 348 pages. This is also middle grade. Yeah, so she really, really, really liked this series. Like, she read these super fast. And I'm not sure if we're going to continue buying them or just get them from the library, but she's very much interested in finishing this series. This was one of her favorites. Yeah. There's another series that she really likes. She just finished book 2. This is book 1, Aragon, and then book 2 is Eldest. So these are all, I don't know if these are YA or middle grade, but I think they're lengthier. And of course, it's about a dragon. When Aragon finds a polished blue stone in the forest, he thinks it is the lucky discovery of a poor farm boy. Perhaps it will buy his family meat for the winter. But when the stone brings a dragon hatchling, Aragon soon realizes he has stumbled upon a legacy nearly as old as the empire itself. It says, 1 boy, 1 dragon, a world of adventure. So this one has, let's see, almost 500 pages. And she really liked it. It was a slower read for her because I think it's a little more detailed or dense than some of the other like middle grade that she had. She spent way longer reading these, which isn't a bad thing. And so yes, that's why I'm saying I don't know if they're YA or middle grade, but she really liked them. I think this one's bigger. Yeah, this one is like 600 and let's see. This one's like 668 pages. And yeah, so she's definitely interested in reading on. I'm not sure how many they have in the series, but they definitely have more. And I'm going to say one more thing in the middle of the video in case you guys are wondering. Maybe no one is, but sorry. Okay, so before I talk about Wings of Fire, which is her favorite series, you know, one of her favorite series, Keeper of the Lost Cities, Wings of Fire, Harry Potter, the 7 Wonders are up there. But I was going to talk about our reading, what our reading looks like for 4th grade. So basically, she has independent reading, which are most of the books I'm showing you guys. Then she has personal reading, which are also some of the books I'm showing you guys. And then she has assigned reading, which is like nonfiction that she reads on Fridays. So every day she has reading in the morning that has her whatever book she wants. Usually it would be like a book like this because she really wanted to finish this series. So she would say read Wings of Fire in the morning. And that's very loose. Like she can read as long as she wants while like breakfast is being made or while she's eating cereal or something. until I'm ready to start homeschool. She reads whatever she wants. And then after homeschool is over with, she has 30 minutes timed reading, which is usually the books I pick at the beginning of the year. So I did pick Wings of Fire book 1 at the beginning of the year. And so then she continued reading these personally. Okay, so then she reads for 30 minutes of like the homeschool selected readers. And then I started this new thing this year for 4th grade that on Fridays she reads a nonfiction book that pertains a little bit to what we're doing in history or science. So she reads that also for 30 minutes, but that's only on Fridays. That's what we did so far this year. So yeah, let me continue. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Wings of Fire. She loves Wings of Fire. There's so many of these. I think they're like up to 17 now. So I don't think I'm going to continue buying them because, yeah, I didn't realize there was so many. So, but we did get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I got up to 5, and we're going to continue. She's already started continuing them from the library. So, Wings of Fire is a boy protagonist named Clay. He's lived his whole life under the mountain. The Mudwing Dragonet knows that war is raging between the dragon tribes in the world outside, a war that he and 4 other dragonets are destined to end. According to the mysterious prophecy they've been taught, the 5 chosen dragonets were stolen from their homes while they were still in their eggs and hidden away for years to fulfill the prophecy. So it's very much fantasy, dragons, and has some cool illustrations. Okay, so then this book is approximately, let's see, it's like approximately 300 pages. She loves the series. Okay, so then, oh yeah, these two, Pegasus 1 and 2. This is book 1 and book 2. Yeah, I don't like, it's not ideal that they don't match, but I think we got one from like a thrift store, so then it was just like, okay, it's a good price, so yeah. It's not perfect. It's whatever. One's softcover, one's hardback, but this is by Kate O'Hearn, and we have another book by her, and she really likes her. So she really liked this series, and of course you can tell just by the fact that it's Pegasus. It's very much fantasy and dealing with mythology, and yeah, so she really liked this book, and this one's like almost 400 pages. And she does plan to continue reading these. So now I'm going to talk about the nonfiction books, and then I have a few more books to show after that. So this is Who Was Sacagawea. This she read on a Friday, which was a nonfiction read for her. This took, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 Fridays because she only read for 30 minutes. But the Who HQ, we have a bunch of these, and this is the one she selected. I have a bunch that I picked, so yeah, she read that. And then Before Columbus, I bought this book because at first I thought maybe we would read it out loud together, but then I realized we didn't really have enough time because, so this is, sorry, let me say the title. So this is Before Columbus, The Americas of 1491 by Charles C. Mann. I got this to go along with like the history we were using at the beginning, which was like Blossom and Root American, like American History Part 1, I believe. And then we switched histories. I'm going to talk about all that, you guys, if you're a homeschool parent watching. If you're a parent just looking for books, then you might not be interested. But if you are a homeschool parent, then you might be interested in the fact that I will be doing a mid-year review where I talk about all of that. But I did get it to go with our history curriculum. And we didn't really have enough time. Then we ended up switching to Curiosity Chronicles, which is like world history. So we really didn't have enough time to fit it in. We started this as a oral read, as a read aloud, and then I just had her finish it on Fridays. So she went ahead and read the whole book. She really liked it. And as you can see, it's not, let's see how many pages it is. So it's like 107, like about 110 pages. And it has like a lot of photos and interesting things. Like interesting illustrations and photos. And she liked it. And so that was one of her nonfiction reads. Okay, and then Pirates Magnified. So Pirates Magnified, let's see, I also bought to go with our American History curriculum. And this is definitely like a more interactive book that I knew we can do as a read aloud. So she enjoyed it. It has the magnifying glass that you pull out here, and you get to look through the pages with it. And there is information also to read for education, and then you get to do the look and find. So she went ahead and finished this by herself on Friday. Okay, and then the last few books I have to show you guys are what she's currently reading in the 3 categories. So this is a personal book that she's reading right now. This is The Forging of the Blade, Lothar's Blade, Book 1, The Forging of the Blade by R.L. Lefevers. She loves R.L. Lefevers. We have 2 other series by R.L. Lefevers that she really liked. So this one, I don't know if it's like chapter, if you would consider it a chapter book or middle grade, because it's fairly short compared to some of the other ones. It's 130 pages. I think it's like larger font, smaller chapters. And so this one is like, there are dangerous times in the land of Lothar. Fierce Mar, M-A-W-R. Fierce Marl, hounds prowl the dark roads, and grime claws patrol the skies. There is talk of an evil power rising in the east. Suddenly, Kenrick's father, the village blacksmith, disappears. So Kendrick sets out to find him. Would you say it's fantasy or mystery?
I think fantasy, yeah, because there's some weird creatures.
So it's definitely fantasy, and so she really likes it so far. And like I said, she really likes this author. Okay. And so what she's reading as her homeschool read, as in, the books I bought for her at the beginning of the 4th grade year, is The Land of Stories. This is book 1, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. And she likes it so far. She said she really likes it, and she waited a while to start it. And I told her, I was like, I thought you really would like it, and I'm glad you do, because it seemed like something that she would like. So he plays with, it's like, I guess, I don't know if he plays with like original fairy tales and stuff. It has like the frog and okay, so when the twins' grandmother gives them a treasured fairy tale book, they have no idea they're about to enter a land beyond all imagining, the land of stories where fairy tales are real. Yeah, so, and this is again another series, and this is middle grade, and this is like approximately 430 something pages. Very little bits of illustrations in the beginning of the chapters. So yeah, she really likes it. And so her nonfiction read is Witches, the absolutely true tale of disaster in Salem. So this is also something I got to go along with our American history, and I actually want to read this after her to learn more about the Salem witch trials. This book is beautiful. The illustrations, that's what drew me in. I don't know if it's woodcuts, but definitely looks like that. And it's also, very interesting. I find that part of history, the Salem witch trials is so creepy, and it's so crazy what happened. And, I know a little bit, but I want to learn more. So, yeah, and the illustrations just really draw you in. And I have one more thing to show you guys that kind of goes along with the reading. So this year, another thing I kind of started for her kind of late in the year was reading journal. So I felt, I've seen these online where people do these really crazy, intricate, like reading journals. I don't know if you call them a journal, like a journal, sketchbook, where they, and so I kind of thought of trying it out for my own personal reading. I'm going to show that one in another video if you guys are interested. I'm going to be filming a video, my favorite books of 2022. But yeah, so she started a reading journal, and I kind of was like loose with her about it. I told her she could do it on her favorite ones that she read, favorite books that she read, and so she just kind of like, this is Incorrigible Children, and like the characters, and then she kind of just did. So she didn't do this with every book, but she just did it with a few, because I kind of started it a few weeks after the year started. This one's her Laura. This one's The Hobbit. This is the last one she read, The Curse of the Night Witch. And so I just thought it was like I said, so she only did 3 because we started it so late. It's something that I'm going to recommend that she continue if she wants to in her own personal reading. But I don't think I'm going to continue doing it with homeschool like as a requirement because I wanted her to do it. But then it just takes, I don't know, I guess because I tried doing it myself. And I realized it really takes a lot of work to do these because you can either do them while you're reading the book or you can do them after, which I find it's better to do them after. But so I kind of left it up to her, but I kind of wanted to start the process with her to see what she thought about it, you know? And then, like I said, I kind of left it up to her, and she said she wants to continue doing this. So yeah, I thought it'd be kind of a cool way. And there's like a million routes you could go with these, you know? I've seen some really intricate ones where people get really, my personal ones are definitely not that detailed, but hers, I really like them, and she's going to continue this. So it's just an option if you want to offer to do those, you know, a book journal with your kids. So yeah, so that's everything my 4th grader read for first part of the year. I will be doing a second part of this at the end of the school year, probably in May. Thanks so much, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate everyone who subscribes, likes, and watches my videos. Have a good day or night. Bye.